This was totally out of my element. I didn't really think of much except living in the moment and like my next loop, because you'll be doing a 6-mile run at like 1 a.m. in the desert. So I would absolutely do a Ragnar again. My name is Noel Mulkey, and I am from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been doing triathlons for 6 years. All of high school to about like a sophomore in college maybe, I was really heavy into substance abuse. My drug of choice was heroin. I went to 2 rehabs, I went to 2 detoxes, I went to a halfway house, I've been to jail. And after 8 years of that, when you finally got off of it, I had nothing. I don't know what to do anymore. Like I'm sober, but I'm like, I have no aspirations. No, there's nothing I looked forward to. I was like, I don't have a degree. I'm sober, but I mean, was that the goal? And so what happened was I started gaining a lot of weight, and I hated how I looked, couldn't stand it. And one day I tried on this pair of jeans. I know it's so cliche. I did not fit in them. I decided to go on a run around the block. I could barely make it the block, but I got back, and then I went from nothing to running 60, 70-mile weeks. And I lost 58 pounds in less than 4 months. My dad was worried I was gonna get injured and go back to use drugs again if I couldn't have this new outlet. He suggested cycling, spent some time on the bike. I had swam for 1 year in 8th grade. Yeah, we went to the lab to get like a max VO2 test and some lactate test and see like if I had potential in endurance sports. Used my dad's old road bike, and I signed up for a triathlon down in Oklahoma City. And I came in 3rd overall, my first sprint distance. Like 6 weeks later, did an Olympic distance, and I won it. I won the whole thing on my dad's road bike, and I kind of just took off from there. I was like hooked. I loved it. That's what I get up every day to do, and I love the training. I would almost say I love training in this lifestyle of some bike running and like doing events like this more than the racing. To be able to put a team together. So I put this team together to come do this race through craft and to come do a Ragnar race. It turned out to be a really cool experience. 8 people did 120 miles in 24 hours. You can tell. I didn't know these people before, but now we're like almost a little bit of a family, because it's been what, like less than, 24 hours that we've been out here. And so yeah, this whole team was from social media. So our team is co-ed. It was 8 people, and we're all different speeds. Our lady, Tangela, she just ran 15 miles. I don't think she's ever run 15 miles before. And she just did it, and on really, really tough terrain too, in the middle of the night. It's like a really cool team event. You camp and trail run and socialize. It's just like really fun. Like I didn't even know. It's like a whole little, I guess, culture, because like everyone has their fun team names. It's like a whole new world. Like triathlon, I always call it like a little community, because it is a very niche community, but this is like an entire new community that has opened up. I'm sure, like, apparently people know each other. They come to all these events if you need to like take your mind off of work or something. I didn't really think of much except living in the moment and like my next loop, because you'll be doing a 6-mile run at like 1 a.m. in the desert. So I would absolutely do a Ragnar again. This was totally out of my element. It's also a really cool way to, if 15 miles, so we did a group of 8. The math is if you have a group of 8, that's 15 miles per person. But it doesn't feel like 15 miles because it's spread out. So I like have to look, I was like, oh yeah, I did just run 15 miles in 24 hours. That's a significant amount of running, but it's all broken up. It's really cool. And you get to come back and like hang out by the fire while your teammates are going. And yeah, I would do one again.